So as always, let's load the setup that is here. Yesterday we did little changes in the base setup, but maybe we do more changes today, because as I said, we have to try to build the best setup possible for the qualifying. Qualifying here is absolutely crucial, will be extremely important to qualify in a good position. That means we need a very good setup. I did, as I said, little changes yesterday to get more rotation in the car, especially in the front end. I was having some problems in the slow corners, in the slow chicane, for example, in the slow chicane of the sector 2. In the slow corners, I felt the car a bit oversteery is the word, and I tried to fix it, changing a bit the softness of the suspensions, making little changes in the anti-roll bars, in the front toe, adding a bit of toe in the front. So I think now I feel comfortable with the car, but obviously these laps we will do in this practice session will be absolutely crucial. Obviously now I will use all the energy in the car. I will use the hot lap mode. I will use the overtake button to try to simulate a qualifying lap. Normally I do that in practice 3, and normally I'm at the top of the time sheets or in a very good position, because not all cars here test qualifying laps. That means our lap times compared to other cars won't be so much representative, but anyway, it's a very good test to see where we are, you know, what kind of lap times we can achieve later on in qualifying. So let's wait a bit in the garage, because the problem here is we are using the C5 tire, which is the red tire here on this track that is very, very soft, and after 2 or 3 laps it's difficult to improve on these tires because the tire wear is high, is very soft. So I don't want to use the tires right now, because now the track is not in the best conditions possible. I prefer to wait a bit more, and in that way we will have a better track representation in terms of grip to do the most, let's say, realistic lap possible now in comparison to what we can do in qualifying. So meanwhile we can see the rest of the cars on soft, as Fernando Alonso that is starting the first lap. Yesterday the fastest was, I think, the fastest driver, I don't know who was. I think was Perez, did 15.7. I think it was 15.7. So in that way we can now see the lap times drivers are doing, and we can compare with practice 2, and in that way we know if they are pushing so much or not. For example, let's see this lap from Fernando Alonso, second in the standings, 148 points. Fernando Alonso's season is being incredible in our career mode. Different podiums during the season, and still in second. But we have to say that Norris won the previous Grand Prix, and now looks the McLaren is coming alive, and let's see if Fernando keeps this position until the end of the season. Completing the first lap of the day, Fernando Alonso 27.5, 27.3 sector 2 to finish in 16.9. That is very slow, to be honest. Verstappen 16.7, still being very slow these lap times. Perez, sorry, it's Perez, it's not Verstappen. Perez, I think, was the fastest yesterday, doing 15.7. So for the moment we are 1 second away from FP2. That means probably the track is green, and also maybe these drivers are not pushing so much, or maybe they are doing race simulations. Probably, I'm not sure, but maybe I do a race simulation to compare the data with the program we did yesterday. That is here, I think. As you can see here, the tire wear of the race strategy program. Maybe I do a similar run with soft, and in that way we can compare it with the medium, because the problem here is the tire wear in the medium and the soft tire is very high. That means maybe in Sunday we have to do 2 stops. Even people do some people do 3 stops on this track, so probably at some point of the race I will have to use the soft tire. Maybe if I do the practice program, the race strategy program now, and we can compare the data, maybe it can help me to decide which tire use at the race start tomorrow, because it will be very crucial. This is something we have to talk about on Sunday, especially in the race preview on YouTube, but I have no clear at all this race strategy for Sunday on this race, looking at the degradation here on this track, because hard tire I think is very hard. It has a very long life, but I think it's very hard for this track, and the medium and soft looks much better. So I don't know, maybe we have to discuss about it, and maybe if I complete now the race strategy program with the soft, we can compare the degradation with the medium tire, and to have a better picture to try to decide which tires use at the start of the race tomorrow. So yeah, it will be very interesting to know. But first of all, let's try a quali run. Let's wait a bit more. As I said, the track speed a bit green still. I think Perez is very slow. Probably is going to box. I think he's going to box. Russell will start new lap. Let's see which is the first driver that set a proper lap here. That should be something like 15 high, 15, 7, 15. That should be a good lap at that moment. Russell is one of the best drivers in qualifying in real life, so let's see if he's faster now than Fernando Alonso and Perez, and they did 16.7 and 16.9 I think. So let's see the onboard camera of George and his first laps in this practice 3 session. Well, 1:16.4, a bit faster, actually second, but obviously the lap times is still being a bit slow still. Leclerc's 16.2. Let's watch one of our rivals, Magnussen. It will be interesting to know. And let's see what lap times they are doing. Let's try to find someone that do a proper quali lap, pushing, using all the energy. That will be difficult because AI normally don't do quali laps. Some of the drivers does, but let's see if today we have a proper quali lap to try to find a reference for us, because obviously we will push much more. For the moment, the lap times of Magnussen doesn't look very fast. I think not everyone is now just testing the track now. Magnussen 16.70, it's not great. Russell a new lap, doing 16.4, same lap time. Let's see Nico. Let's see if Nico push a bit more. No, 6 cars on track. I think people is starting to get out. Let's see. We need to find a good reference. Obviously it should be something like 15, mid-15s, something like that. Should be a good reference for us. from these teams that are at the back, at the bottom of the performance of the championship. Let's see Nico what he can do in the first sector, first corner. Very slow. Yesterday I went wide a couple of times. I'm not finding the right breaking point. I have having some troubles in turn 1, trying to maximize the breaking point, and I'm losing time. So let's see if today I can fix that. This is the end of sector 1, 27.5. Exactly the same sector did his teammate Magnussen. So I think he will do 16 highs or something like that, something similar to what is doing Magnussen. Here, this is my favorite section, as I said yesterday. Very twisty, you have to change direction a lot of times. This corner is super fast. It's very, very fun. 27.4, I think it will be slower than Kevin even. Let's see. I have traffic, I have to say, so I don't know if he was a bit distracted or punished by the dirty air of the Sauber. And Nico will do 17.1 slower than his teammate. Joe starting a new lap. Everyone in 16s, so on 17s as well. So yeah, for the moment I think 27.5, exactly the same sector than the Haas drivers is doing Joe. Joe that next season won't be in Formula 1 and also won't be obviously in the game. So Chinese driver that he will be substituted by the Brazilian driver Gabriel Bortoleto, that did an incredible performance in F3 and F2, winning the title in the first year as a rookie, so as did for example Leclerc. So it will be very interesting to see him in Formula 1 next season here in Sauber or Stake, I don't know which the name is. That will be Audi in 26, this team. So 71, no, it's not so fast. Let's see Daniel, first sector now. 27.5, everyone is doing 27.5 in sector 1. So yeah, I think people is running in maybe more in race conditions than in quali conditions, definitely. So, but normal is what AI does even in practice 3. This is something they have to change, I think. AI should focus F3 in qualifying, and to do qualifying laps. This is the session that in real life Formula 1 teams uses to test the car in qualifying conditions before the qualifying session, so that makes more sense, you know. Daniel 16.8. Russell is still on track. I don't know how many laps he did. Piastri 16.1 first. Sorry, Norris 16.1 second. I think we have the first 50. Yes, Max Verstappen 15.7. I think this is the matching the best lap time we had yesterday in FP2. So this is probably the first decent lap time, I think, of the day, doing by the championship leader. Let's see what the Alpine does. It's on medium. Ocon is running on medium tires. Wow. I don't understand why, to be honest. Wow, 11 cars on track right now. A lot of traffic. A lot of traffic right now. You can see in the screens. And obviously Ocon will be very slow on these tires, on medium tires. I don't know what he's testing. 17.5. Joe that is still doing laps. 72. I think his tires are done. 72 for Nico. Norris keep pushing, but it has traffic, I think. No, it's not pushing, no. It has the right light. Let's see Piastri if he can beat the Max Verstappen lap time. Or not. Or at least to beat his teammate Norris, who did 16.1. Verstappen did 15.7. Wow. Obviously, this is not our battle here, but by the way, Piastri that won his first Formula 1 Grand Prix this season here at Hungaroring, with the polemic of the team orders with Lando Norris. At the end, they were useless because Max Verstappen won the championship anyway. Piastri is a driver that I like. I really like. I think he needs a bit more of consistency. This year shows that he has the speed, he can be competitive, but he was competitive in specific stages of the season only. For example, in Azerbaijan, I remember he did a very good race, he won. In Italy, almost won as well. And Hungaroring was competitive. Austria, but the end of the season, the final races, again, Lando started to win Oscar in most of the times, and Oscar did get really bad results at the final part of the season, so we need a bit more of consistency because I think he has the speed and the mentality to be champion someday. Next season for me will be very important to see if Piastri have the potential to be champion or not, in my opinion. Anyway, he did 16.2, no, slower than Norris, 5th, and now Stroll 16.1. Wow, that's surprising. Obviously top 10 cars are the top 15s. Then is Gasly who did 16.9, but anyway, these lap times are not quality lap times at all. Alex is on track, let's watch it. It's not a good first sector, so I think they are testing these tires. I think anyone is pushing. Maybe in the second half of the session someone really do a real qualifying lap, you know. 27.1. It's not bad. That's sector 2, Alex. That was extremely quick yesterday. We have big upgrades here as well in chassis. We are doing big steps in the last races. We are the 16 right now, clearly. We are even closer to Aston Martin than RB is closer to us, so we have a big chance ahead. 16.6, 8th place. You can see in the first lap now. Alex is 6th. We have a very good car here, guys. Well, I'm the only one actually that has not completed a lap. So let's go out. Let's see what we can do. Let's try the first quali run, and let's see where we are. I think we have fuel for 2 attempts, so let's try it. Let's see where we are. I think we have in a very good moment. People is going to box, most of the drivers, so maybe we have a good opportunity now to get out on track. Let's wait to Bottas. And here we go. Finally on track. A track that I always been competitive here, as I said yesterday, so
checks complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage.
let's see what we can do today in qualifying first. Okay, here we go. In our practice session it was overcast like that, you know. We have not seen the sun for the moment, but no rain expected in the rest of the weekend, so cautious with the tires. It's very easy to stress them because they are very soft. It's the C5, the softest. I have to take care of these tires. I won't try to overpush so much in the first lap because probably the track will be a bit green than yesterday, and I have not the right feeling still of the track, so probably this first lap time won't be so competitive as it will be the second, but let's see anyway. Let's try to be fast. Try to make a space. Here we go. Very bad lap, 71. I touched the curve too much in sector 2, so something that I remember this year Tsunoda did in real life, and he crashed into the wall, so definitely was not the best lap. The track feels very, very slow right now. I don't feel the grit I had yesterday. I think it's not the car, it's the track. It feels very, very slow. Let's see if in the second lap we can be faster. We should be faster because the first lap was not nice, but feels very, very green, the track today. It's like the car is hard to drive. It's difficult to turn, to place the car in the apex in the right way. The front axle feels very hard, you know. I think it's because of the track. A second push. I went wide. Okay, back off. Let's see. I think I have fuel for another one, but it's very difficult now. The conditions, the grip conditions, and not a great lap still. But anyway, track feels very strained, and the brakes very cold as well. I don't know. I have to be 1 second quicker than that, to be honest. But for some reason, I have not the speed right now. Anyway, these tires are done to qualify. So box now, and let's see the data, guys. Let's see the data, because the car doesn't feel right. It feels very stiff. It's very strange. But the setup is the same. I did not change nothing. And I did the same lap time that I did yesterday without using the hot lap mode and without using the energy, the overtake button. So yeah, I think also it's the track. It's about the track, guys, because or maybe some mix between the car and the track. So anyway, what I'm gonna do now is to use these tires to complete our race strategy program, because I would like to have data and to compare the tire wear of the softs with the mediums. Meanwhile, we wait a bit more to use the second set we have of soft, and that's the second set is the most important one. Anyway, let's see the numbers now. But well, as you can see, just ahead of Alex. But as I said, this is the same lap time I did yesterday without using the overtake button and the hot lap mode. And you know, in sector 3 I'm very competitive, as I was yesterday. I mean, my problem is in the first sector. I think I lost a lot of time, but in general I hope to do, to be honest, I was hoping to do 16.0, 15.9, to be honest, in these quali conditions, but for some reason the track feels good. So anyway, we have a second chance later on. We have a new set of tires. But I think from now what I'm gonna do is to complete the race strategy program with the soft to compare data. I think this is what I'm gonna do. "30 minutes. We are exactly in the first half of the session. 30 minutes remaining right now. And move on. Let's go out right now, to be honest. Let's do the race strategy program. Let's see if we can complete it. Let's create a gap. Let's wait for Lando. Between Lando and Joe we have gap to go out. This program will be very interesting to complete, guys. It's not irrelevant what I'm gonna do now. So race strategy on the soft tires, drive out. This is very important what I'm gonna do now, guys. We have to do 5 laps in the most consistent way possible and try to beat the target time. But it's not necessary because I don't need the resource points, I have it, so. Yesterday on this program on medium, I think I was doing 18.5, something like that, 18.2 or... So let's see the differences with the soft, if we can be faster or not. Actually, this soft has now 3 laps that I did previously, so it's as used soft. But when I did the race programming on mediums, I was using a soft, I used medium, so with similar laps. So that means probably are similar conditions in the program. see if we have a track evolution and the car feels a bit better. Now also in this run, obviously the lap times will be much slower. But let's see. Not bad. Let's try to be consistent now. Okay, 17.6. And using the energy obviously as I would use it in race to simulate race conditions. And went wide. one more lap. Very good program for the moment. Oh, I need to save energy. That's not good for race.
Test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We
Yeah.
got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Very nice program, to be honest. I was very consistent. I was in 79, 78. So yeah, we can compare data now. The tire feels consistent. I was have a big drop in the lap 3 or 4, but I mean the tire feels more consistent than I expect. So maybe this tire is not so bad in race. Yeah, very content. Very happy with the result of this program. Obviously the left front is suffering a bit more. But I think it was a good program. Let's see the data. Very interesting run I did. Let's compare it with the data of yesterday on this program on medium. Let's see. Before to use this second set of soft, where we really give to everything we have to try to simulate the qualifying conditions. So let's see. I can't wait to see the data now. Let's see the numbers. Well, as you can see, it was very good in tire wear. And as you can see, I was extremely consistent. In the first laps, I was like 1 second faster than on mediums. It's true that in lap 4 and 5 mediums start to be a bit quicker in lap times, but the soft, as you can see, was super stable in lap times. Probably in the next 5 laps, if I will continue doing laps, the medium will be faster, but yeah, surprise. Maybe we can start on soft in race tomorrow. Maybe we can start on soft. It doesn't feel so bad as I was expecting. And the tire wear, obviously, it's high, as you can see, starting at 92% lifetime or life of the tire. And after 5 laps, obviously the tire wear is higher than on the medium, that it was more consistent. But as I said, look at the lap times. Obviously it's only 5 laps, but we can extract this data to maybe for a stint of 50-80 laps even, and I think this tire feels consistent enough on this track. So yeah, I think soft is a very good option. I think it's a very interesting option for Sunday's race to use. Probably in the start. I think I will use the soft at the start. So very interesting data here. Yeah. Very good run. Very good run. So 60 minutes to go. Let's wait a bit more, a couple of minutes more before to go out. Maybe for the last time, I don't know. Maybe we try to go even out later on. So let's put fuel. We have fuel for 8 laps, okay. Let's load the setup again, just in case. To be honest, I don't know if I have to do some changes in the setup. I don't know, to be honest. After the bad feelings I have in the first quali round, the car feels a bit stiff and I'm having troubles in the braking. But I don't want to add more pressure in the braking because I don't want to lock up. I'm very happy with the braking. Maybe we can reduce a bit the tire pressure, and in that way, I don't know, maybe 2 points. Maybe in that way we can gain a bit of rotation. Just a little bit. Okay, let's put 7 kilos. No, maybe yeah, I think 7 is okay. Okay, let's see the lap times. Wow, Joe did a big improvement. Now I'm seeing Albon still 16.6. Only one car on track. I think it's the right moment to go out. Let's see if people is now starting to use low fuel and is they trying to push or not. But I think it's the right moment. It's the right moment to go out. Let's try. This is the moment, guys, where we have to push to try to be fast. Oh, he's listening something. It's Alex. It's coming to the track. We have the right tire. Yes. Let's wait for Max. He will be starting the lap now. And let's go, guys.
Okay, when you're ready, let's go.
This is where we have to do the proper lap now in practice. Let's see if we can be... I will be dreaming with 115. 115 should be a good target. 115.9 should be nice to do. The changes in the tire pressure also works. Now I will use...
Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining.
I will use all the energy and the hot lap mode again. wide. I went wide in turn 1, definitely I have 2/10 or 3/10, and in that way I could reach the 15.9, and it was better lap than the previous attempt. The car feels a bit good, to be honest, a bit better in grip and rotation and everything. I don't know if it's the pressures or the track that improves, so, but definitely better feeling now with the car. Let's see if in the second run, the second lap, we have margin to improve the lap time. We need to charge the battery. It's very important, difficult to charge here. Let's go. I will have traffic. No energy enough. No energy enough. I have no energy in the batteries. No energy enough on the batteries, guys. So, box now. Let's check the tires. Maybe we have one more lap, but obviously I was not able to charge the battery in the proper way for the second lap. Obviously I'm using a very old, I think it's the NUK, the part of the power unit that saves the energy. Obviously in qualifying I will have the new one, so that means I won't have this energy problem between push laps, but yeah. With this power unit I need 2 laps to charge fully the battery, so yeah, I was losing too much time because I was not able to use the energy enough in the lap. And in the sector 1 I was being quick because I went wide in the laps I did before, so definitely have at least 2/10 more in the pocket. We improved 3/10. I think the 59 could be possible. Anyway, let's try one more time. Obviously this tire is not in the best condition now. What I'm gonna do is to put minimum fuel now, and to do just one single lap, and that's it. Let's see if we can improve a bit, especially sector 1. It was slow. Look at that, 27.5 is it's slower than, for example, almost 2/10 are slower than Albon. I did record in sector 3, obviously because I'm using all the energy and everything. So, but yeah, I think I have at least 2/10 in sector 1. So let's see if we can do the 15.0, 16.0, 59 in an ideal lap. I think it's possible. So 6 minutes remaining. We have time. I don't know if people is improving on track or not. Just in case, let's see. No, it's not improving now. 28.8. No, people is not improving the lap times at all. They're very slow. So let's try to improve the lap time. Let's try to do a lap without a mistake in turn 1. 5 minutes remaining. We have time enough to complete the final lap, and that's it for the moment. Very intense session at the end. It was nice. Let's go.
All set, we're ready to go, so let's get the car out onto the track.
Let's burn more fuel since the beginning. Let's try to make the car as lighter possible to balance or to compensate the tire wear. Let's see if this tire has some life still and we can push or not.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
Wide again, I can't believe it. Oh. Anyway, I gained 2/10. I ruined it. I'm still gaining. Oh, I gained 2/10 even. Wow. 16.0, and it was a bad lap. It was a very bad lap. A very big snap in sector 2 and going wide in turn 1, and I improved 2/10. That means the 15.7 even 15.8 could be possible, guys. The lap was not good at all. and I gained 2/10 on used tires, so that's good news, guys. That means I have much more in the pocket if I'm able to do a proper lap in qualifying. I think we can be very competitive, but I need to nail the lap, guys, without mistakes. In this chicane I entered with a bit wide and using a lot of speed and attacking too much. I attacked too much this curve and I almost spun, so there I'm sure I lost 1.5 or something like that. But as I said, it feels good to the car, guys. Now it feels good. So that's it, practice over, guys. Next time, qualifying. It's time for the real business now. Three seconds remaining. I think we have no time even to change the components of the car. I would like to change the components for qualifying I think it's the energy store or the energy store. I think what I have to change to use. I think I have no time. Let's see if I have time. I have 14 seconds. Yes, I have time. Let's change it for qualifying. The second unit. Okay, and that's it. We are ready for quali, guys. Let's see the lap times. I would like to see the sectors of my last lap.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
Well, let's see the lap time of my last lap. Well, as you can see, even going wide, I gain almost 3/10, guys. Probably will be able to do 27.1, something like that. In sector 2, with the snap I have, attacking too much the curve, I lost, you can see, 2/10, most 1.5, something like that. And in sector 3, even I improved more, doing 21.4. So, yeah, it's a very good lap time, this one. Consider the going wide in sector 1 and the mistake in sector 2. I lost almost, I ensured 2/3/10. So 15.7 could be possible, and that's what I had to do in qualifying, guys, to complete the lap 3 sectors in the proper way to be competitive. So but it's looking good. P6, obviously, as I said always in free practice 3, is not representative enough because most of the cars are not trying quali laps as I did. So the real business will come in 1 hour. In 1 hour here in qualifying. So finally, let's advance to see the points we have gained in the completing the programs, and that's it for the moment. In 1 hour qualifying session. Perfect, 300 points. All programs complete in perfect style. All boosts unlocked, I think. So yeah, it's looking good, to be honest. Perfect. And we gain, I think, experience, and that's it. We are in the middle point to reach rating 17. Next time in just 16 minutes, guys, it's time for qualifying. Thank you so much for watching. See you, don't miss the qualifying, guys. Will be very intense. We have chances once again to be in Q3, but to do that we need a perfect lap. So see you in 60 minutes, guys. Stay here and see you in qualifying. Thanks for your support and thanks for watching.